Welcome back, everyone. Here you're looking at the man, Keith Hubbard, who won 3 straight hands in a row, taking out that man right there from Australia, Dale Rada. Dale, you played that 8-9 unsuited hand. Why couldn't you get away from it earlier?
Well, I mainly got in the pot because I was on the button, and yeah, I didn't think he had the ace because he didn't raise pre-flop. By the turn, I thought he had the ace, and I really couldn't put any more chips in. I lost a lot of chips, and from there I called a few marginal hands and really didn't look good.
You know, what was the difference between tonight and when you won a few weeks ago here at the PokerDome?
Not 100% sure. Personally, I do believe that the competitors were actually quite good poker players. Not to say anything about my other opponents, they were good players as well, but not sure.
Well, thanks for playing tonight. Good luck in the future. Barry, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Leanne, and a gracious loser in Dale Rada as he will vacate the premises along with John Ritchie. 4 players left. Rob Sherwood has been the chip leader right from the opening hand, but all of a sudden he's getting a little bit of company. Christian Gilliland, 72,000. Tony Brailovsky, 63,000. Keith Hubbard at 58,000. So it's competitive now.
Nobody wants to leave this party.
That's exactly right. The blinds are still 1,000 and 2,000, so it kind of gives you an idea how aggressive the play has been. Gilliland will be aggressive here, I'm sure, but I don't think he's going to get any takers.
No, and that's one thing that is a huge difference from the last time we saw Mr. Gilliland play. He's really stepped up that aggressiveness, and it's paying dividends. Brailovsky just studying the players, just seeing if he can pick up on something, probably use that later in the course of the tournament.
So Gilliland takes that one down. Not a lot in it, but he'll take it.
Now that we're playing four-handed, Barry, the chip advantage that Sherwood and Gilliland have, it's really important. The blinds are coming around a lot faster, and they can afford to see a few more hands than the other players. Don't need to play quite as tight and may be able to exploit that chip advantage.
So nobody really powerful here.
Another battle of the blinds where Sherwood has Brailovsky completely dominated again. I like how he mixes up his play, Sherwood that is.
Well, there's an ace right out of the box.
Sometimes he's raising those aces, sometimes he's just checking behind. Very difficult to figure out what Sherwood is doing.
A conservative bet from Sherwood. Brailovsky said, no, I'm not buying it. Well played, actually, I thought, by Brailovsky to kind of get out of there when he could and minimize his losses. Well, if you're going to be in the Las Vegas area, you could be sitting right here where these folks are at the PokerDome. To be a part of our studio audience, all you have to do is log on to mansionpoker.com. Homepage, go to the studio audience button, and you can get tickets for future mansionpoker.com. PokerDome Challenge Show right here at the PokerDome, historic downtown Las Vegas. And a good time is had by all.
By all. I mean, the winner and everybody in the studio audience.
Exactly, exactly. Well, Hubbard this time with an ace-8, and he's going to be aggressive.
And now that he's got a few more chips, 58,000 to play with, he can step up that aggressiveness.
It'll be good enough. Take the blinds down.
He really picked a good time to catch a little bit of a heater. He was getting in trouble there, and now Hubbard has been able to win 4 of 6 hands and right back into the race.
I think so. He's at 60,000 chips now. Nobody's in any serious trouble. The short stack's only 59,000. Brailovsky now on the short stack. Here's a whole bunch of nothing.
7, 6.
And here comes Gilliland with his new-found aggressive style of play.
But you know, it's not haphazardly aggressive.
No, it isn't. It's very positional, aggressive play, where if he has position, he's exploiting his opponents by making them make the decisions first. And then he's putting pressure on the smaller stacks, such as Hubbard in that situation. If he does get called, he has a playable hand, such as that 4-3 of diamonds.
Well, we could get a contest here.
Yeah.
Not from Gilliland, but between Hubbard and Brailovsky.
And if Brailovsky only knew the cards, he'd know how great of shape he was in. Well, I like Hubbard just limping in here and then calling the raise against the big blind. Not the worst play in the world. Brailovsky with a gut shot straight draw.
Hubbard going to play right into him.
Hubbard with just an amazing bet. He must have put Brailovsky on ace queen, ace king, something like that, and he's just putting.
Well, it was good enough. Well, I don't know. There's really no explaining it, but he's going to take it. The winner of tonight's table will move on to play for $1 million. And Rob Sherwood has been our chip leader right from the get-go. He continues to be so. And I think, Mike, it's fair to say that aggressive play today has really paid off.
Well, absolutely. The four guys left at the table, they've gobbled up 90% of the pre-flop raises, and that's why they're sitting there. Richie, with those queens early on, just unlucky. Rada, a little bit more limping, and that might be one reason why he was off so early.
And Hubbard has won 5 of the last 8 hands, so he's really rolling now at 64,000 chips. Brailovsky's on a short stack, but not desperately so at 53,000. The blinds have gone up now to 2,000 and 4,000, and Hubbard again has a pretty darn good hand, and he might get challenged this time.
He might. Sherwood, with the chip lead, may feel like Hubbard's getting a little bit out of line in this situation. He has the button. He may figure it for something like a weak button raise.
Nothing weak about that. Sherwood going to take a long look here and gets out of the way.
Well, Sherwood's being a pro's pro, if you will, here, Barry. He's just waiting for a spot. He knows he's the best player at the table. He's going to wait until he has a big edge before the flop, before he gets involved with his guns.